Happy Monday, everybody. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. I had a nice weekend and that you are ready for another wonderful week. Guys, it's my first day back to work. Um, and I'm excited about it. We'll take, several weeks. Well, we'll take about a week and a half to plan for our teachers' return, engage them in some, capacity building, some training, some team building, pumping them up for the new year, and then we will all together prepare for our students' return, and then we'll get to work. I didn't have quite as long a summer as I normally have, but I'm over that. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, and it's time to get back to pouring into the lives of children. And as an administrator, I get to pour into the lives of my teachers and my students and their parents and the whole community, and I love it. It is absolutely what I was made to do. And I saw something this weekend, and it was saying that, you know, um, I can't remember exactly, but I know it struck me as when you're working in your purpose, there's joy when you work in your purpose. And I know that this is my purpose. I am an educator through and through. And so I'm super excited about that. And to all of my fellow educators, if you are returning to work this week or the next week, I wish you a wonderful school year. And to all of my non educator friends, hey, I'm wishing you a wonderful week and a great fall and winter and just beautiful lives. So this week, I chose the virtue of patience to reflect on in today's patience practice is I live fully in the moment. And so when I reflected and thought about that, patience is about being, I guess not anxious about the future or not, being so worried about what could happen or what won't happen that we, I don't know, get overly emotional, we overthink, we overreact, we do some things that don't serve us well. And so patience is, tomorrow's is I practice is I know that life is going to unfold for me in just the way that it's supposed to. And so when you believe that, you can be patient and you can just, um, have the discipline to just do the things that you know you need to do, and have faith that if you do the things that you know you need to do, that things work out the way they're supposed to work out. Even if they don't work out the way we thought that they would, they tend to work out better than we could have ever imagined. And so, when I reflect on this idea of living fully in the moment, it's about not dwelling in the past. Whether it's a good memory or a bad memory, don't live in the past. It's already done. Can't do anything about it. But of course, if it's a happy memory and it brings you joy to remember it, then do so. But oftentimes, when you dwell too much in the past, even on a happy memory, it could bring you sadness because maybe that thing that brought you joy in the past doesn't exist anymore. And so, I thought about this idea. A lot of times people say that some people are a blessing and some people are a lesson, or some, situations are a blessing and some of them are a lesson. I think everything could be a lesson. If it's a good thing, you could learn about things that are good things. You can learn about things that make you happy. You can learn about those happiness triggers. You can learn about how some decisions that you've made in the past bring you happiness and joy. And if it was what you consider a bad experience, you can learn from again, do I want to repeat behaviors that don't bring me joy, that don't bring me happiness? So whether it's a good experience or a bad experience, there's something to be learned that you can bring forward. Now, the other end of living in the past is living in the future and always worrying about, how things are going to turn out and if things are going to turn out the way you plan. I am a planner. I make lists and I, try to, plan. They say when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I do believe that, but then I also know that you set an intention, you create a plan, you work the plan, and then you let it go. That's what people talk about when they say let it go. Don't let what's going to happen in the future take up so much of your space today that you don't enjoy today. Like there is opportunity for joy in every moment of every day. And so if you spend too much time concentrating on the future and what's going to happen in the future, you might miss something today that could just be a great source of joy. And so that's what it means to me to live fully in the moment. And people say that all the time, and then maybe you don't know, well, how do I live fully in the moment? Well, when you find yourself dwelling in the past too much or looking towards the future too much. Pull yourself back into the present. How do you do that? Well, I've decided that gratefulness practice is how you do that. When you catch yourself spending way too much time thinking about what's going to happen in the future, and when you catch yourself, dwelling too much in the past, snap out of it by saying, hey, what am I grateful for in this moment? And you can even, think about the five senses. What is something I am seeing that brings me joy or makes me grateful? What is something I am hearing that I'm grateful for or brings me joy? What is something I'm smelling? I love the smell of fresh cut grass. It actually does bring me joy. I delight in the smallest of things and a lot of natural things. What am I feeling? Warmth or cold or chill or whatever. Um, what am I feeling emotionally or physically that I'm grateful for, that brings me joy? And what else? I got hearing, sight. Oh, tasting. Maybe you're eating and that's bringing you joy, or you um, think about something that you like to eat that could bring you joy, or whatever, that you're grateful for, something that you're grateful. Those five senses, I think that practice is a good way to anchor you into the present. So I will definitely be more mindful of that this week as I reflect on my patience practice, and I invite you along on this journey to do the same, guys. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about this week. I'm excited about the next coming weeks. I got a lot of change happening in my life right now. That I will be honest with you, in the last couple of weeks has made me really anxious and worried. But I'm thankful, so thankful. I tell you this, guys, all the time. Surround yourself with people that pour into you and love you the way you like to be loved. And so I'm so thankful for people in my life who have reached out to support me in this time of transition. And so do that for yourself. That's another way to bring yourself more joy. Knowing what you need and being courageous enough to tell people what you need. Um, Being courageous enough to tell people uh, what you don't need or what you don't want or what you don't like. And when you do that, you allow people to make decisions for themselves. And I think that that's important. So there you go. I hope that something I've said today has brought a smile to your face or put something on your to-do list to make you feel better. Today's song is Here and Now by Luther Vandross. So get into that email and listen to that beautiful, beautiful song. There's some information in the email about unclogging your arteries, being healthy so that you can enjoy the here and now. The action for happiness step is there. It's wonderful. The quote of the day is there. It's wonderful. Get into it. Share the email. Share these messages. They're designed to bring joy, and I hope that they do. So, guys, have a marvelous Monday. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Smile a lot and enjoy your day. Take care.